EVO has been offline for 2 years, and I was really skeptical on whether or not they'd be able to come back and be just like it used to be, especially since now they're under new management. Thankfully, after this weekend, my fears were put to rest because I can safely say EVO is back. There were a lot of good tournaments at EVO, but in this video, I really want to only focus on the top 8s and reveals that I personally got to watch. There's just so much going on during EVO weekend, you can't catch it all. So I'm only going to talk about what I saw. Starting off, Melty Blood had a great year at this EVO. This might be Melty Blood's only year at EVO, which if it is, I understand, but I hope it comes back next year because the showing was just fantastic. Pools were definitely rough in the beginning. There were obviously a lot of people who hadn't played the game since it came out, and I was seeing raw arc drives, point blank. Oh man. But once we got to top 48, top 16, top 8, things started to smooth out, and we got some really good matches. In terms of character variety for top 8, I think it was pretty decent. It was a little bit disappointing to see so much Shiki and Vlov, but Shiki's my favorite character, so I can let that slide, but watching Vlov play, especially at a high level, is pretty boring. I hope with the upcoming balance patch, more characters are made viable, and we'll see a little bit more variety. Moving on to a game you definitely have not thought of in 2 years. Granblue Fantasy Versus had a surprisingly good top 8. Granblue is a really solid game, and I've said this time and again, it got hit the hardest by the COVID-19 pandemic and never really got its chance. This tournament really was a sort of what could have been kind of thing with Granblue, and it hurts even more because after the top 8, they announced that they will be having an online tournament series featuring Mike Ross. Now, the reason why people aren't happy about this, and if you go on Twitter, you'll especially see, is that Granblue's online is not really that great, especially compared to things like Melty and Guilty Gear and DNF Duel and KOF. It's really getting beat out by everything, and it just went into development at the worst possible time, where it was just on the edge of not having rollback netcode. And I'm hoping this vocal response from the Granblue community will produce results and we can have Granblue Fantasy rollback. After that was Dragon Ball FighterZ top 8. Didn't really watch that, it was too late, but the big thing for Dragon Ball FighterZ is it is getting rollback netcode, which was a huge announcement. Now, they did say no more balance patches, but giving rollback netcode to DBFZ is going to extend that game's lifespan by at least 2 years. Starting off Sunday, we had, of course, my favorite game, the King of Fighters 15. Top 8 was disappointing. Take what I said about Melty Blood's lack of character variety and multiply that to like 10 million. Especially considering Grand Finals was a mirror match, it was just snooze. I never want to see Kula again. Cronin is committing war crimes for 1.5 bars, and I guess the same thing I said about Melty, I'm going to say about KOF. I hope they buff more characters so we can see better character variety. We have like 40 coming on 50 something characters in this game, and everyone's playing the same boring characters. After that, they announced that Samurai Showdown will be embracing rollback. And again, another huge rollback announcement for Samurai Showdown. That game is definitely going to get its second wind. And speaking of Samurai Showdown, Homaru, Nakaruru, and Dolly Dogger are going to be coming to the King of Fighters 15 as the final DLC team. And I wasn't surprised by that at all. That was leaked before the game came out. The big announcement that people were blowing me up for is they finally announced, after being away since KOF 11, my boy Shingo Yabuki is coming back to the King of Fighters, and I could not be more excited. I can tell you now, my main team is already going to be Kyo, Shingo, and one other character depending on how I feel. They're also bringing back Kim. I miss Kim. I did not know how much I would miss Kim until Kim was gone, and Kim is coming back. And then after that, I would say the best announcement of the entire night. It's official. SNK is going to be continuing the Fatal Fury / Garo series, and we're going to be getting, by going by the artwork, a sequel to Garo Mark of the Wolves. Right after that, they announced that Persona 4 Arena Ultimax has rollback netcode, and they announced this earlier in the EVO schedule. They did the same with Samurai Showdown, and they also announced that KOF is going to be getting crossplay, which is fantastic. More people playing. Now maybe you won't have a problem finding a match on PC. Maybe that's why they're waiting so long, because they know they're going to throw out their matchmaking algorithm when they make the crossplay. Persona 4 Arena got rollback. The Atlas guy came on the stage to show a trailer that's been playing all weekend and then announced nothing. I got trolled so hardcore, I'm not even mad. We are never getting Persona 5 Arena. The dream is dead. After that was Tekken. Tekken has fallen off for me. I really haven't cared about Tekken since 2018. And then I would say we got the worst announcement of EVO, the Tekken tease, where they show the Tekken World Tour trailer, and they're like, Tekken World Tour will return. Then they show like a split-second video of Kazuya from Super Smash Brothers, and then everyone like jumps around like crazy, and that was so fake. I would be a little lighter on this announcement if there was an 8 next to Kazuya's face. The fact that they just show Kazuya and then they're like, whoa, get hype, get hype, get hype. Like, no, man, it's been like radio silence for such a long time with Tekken. After that was Street Fighter, and whether you like Street Fighter or not, I don't think you can deny that Street Fighter always delivers the best EVO top 8s. We had some real killers in this bracket, like Tokido, Daigo, Idom, and it was just a treat to watch, especially considering this might be Street Fighter V's final year at EVO. It definitely felt like a great send-off. That grand finals match was just nail-biting down to the last hit, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. After that, they revealed 2 characters for Street Fighter 6. I'm a little bit radio silent, or in the dark, for Street Fighter 6. I'm not really paying attention to anything. I want to just play the game when it comes out, or when the beta comes out, and want to form my own opinions on it. After that was Guilty Gear Strive. Unfortunately, I could not watch Guilty Gear Strive because where I was, Guilty Gear Strive started at like 1 in the morning, and I had work the next day, so I'm not going to stay up to watch a Guilty Gear game I kind of enjoy. If it was Xrd though, I would have stayed up, but it's Strive, so I made the executive adult decision to go to bed. They did announce Bridget will be coming to Guilty Gear Strive along with Crossplay. So we're 2 for 2 on Crossplay here. We got KOF Crossplay, and we've got Strive Crossplay. And this is a great precedent to be set, that we're getting, not only are we getting rollback now, but the pipe dream of getting crossplay for our fighting games is coming true? What kind of wacko world am I living in? The fighting game developers are listening to us now? But I hope crossplay becomes a standard in the fighting game sphere, just like rollback has. Oh, one thing I have to mention. The absolutely amazing like animated intro for Guilty Gear Strive that just shows like the Guilty Gear timeline and Soul, and it has like all the characters and the fights. Oh my god, please make a Guilty Gear anime. Overall, EVO 2022 was a great return, although I gotta criticize it here. There were way too many ad breaks. It was so annoying. It'd be like one match, and then I gotta hear about Rushdown Revolt, and then they have controllers they want to give me, and a monitor, and Sony has cameras, and the Mandalay Bay, look how pretty it is, and like, I don't know. Too many ads this year. They need to fix that. But, you know, this was the first year EVO's been back under new management. I'll give them this year. I hope it's not worse next year. And maybe one of these years I can actually go to an EVO in person. SNK had the best announcements. Melty Blood had the best top 8. And fighting game fans win again. I'm interested to hear though, what was your favorite moment of EVO 2022? Like I said, I think it definitely has to be the KOF announcements. I mean, my boy Shingo Yabuki, the king of critical hits, is back. But you guys probably had something different. Anyway, that's it. Like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. And like always, have a great day and goodbye.